If you received this word, it is because the battle ended. Welcome to Rise Beyond Average. This is not an ordinary message. This is not a motivational talk. This is a prophetic release, a spiritual verdict, and a divine intervention for everyone whose life, destiny, star, calling, and progress has been monitored, attacked, delayed, or diverted by invisible forces operating in the spiritual realm. Today, heaven speaks clearly and authoritatively. Every evil bird flying against your rising falls down by holy fire. What has hovered over your life, what has watched you silently, what has waited for the right moment. When doors are about to open, confusion enters. When favor is about to manifest, opposition suddenly rises. When peace is near, chaos appears. This is not coincidence. There are evil birds, spiritual agents of darkness, that fly, monitor, report, attack, steal, delay, and sabotage destinies. But today the fire of God speaks. The fire of God answers. The fire of God responds. As you listen, as you read, as you agree, and as you pray, every evil bird assigned to watch you, follow you, speak against you, attack your rising, sit on your star, or divert your blessings will fall down by holy fire. What could not be stopped by effort will be terminated by divine power. What resisted prayer will be consumed by fire. What mocked your patience will bow to the authority of God. This is your season of spiritual clearance, destiny restoration, and visible rising. There are forces that do not operate on the ground. They operate in the air. The spiritual realm is structured, layered, and organized. Just as there are birds in the natural world that fly, observe, hunt, and attack from above, there are spiritual birds, wicked powers that function through observation, surveillance, and strategic interference. These forces are not imaginary. They are ancient, they are deliberate, they are patient, and they are destructive. They watch people from childhood. They study patterns. They wait for moments of vulnerability. They wait for seasons of transition. They wait for elevation. And when a person begins to rise, spiritually, financially, maritally, ministerially, or purposefully, they respond. Many destinies have been grounded not because the person lacked potential, but because evil birds were assigned to attack their rising. These birds operate through repeated disappointments, unexplained delays, sudden reversals, strange losses, character attacks, confusion, fear, stagnation, and cycles that refuse to break. They fly over families, they fly over businesses, they fly over ministries, they fly over marriages, they fly over careers. And wherever they fly unchecked, progress becomes difficult. Some of these birds come through ancestral covenants. Others are released through witchcraft, jealousy, envy, spoken curses, evil altars, secret meetings, or demonic consultations. Some are sent by people who smiled with you but hated your future. Others are released by forces that fear what you are becoming. But regardless of their source, their assignment is the same: to stop your rising. They operate by spying, gathering information about your next move. They operate by pollution, introducing spiritual dirt into clean blessings. They operate by diversion, redirecting opportunities away from you. They operate by attack, striking at critical moments. They operate by delay, stretching waiting seasons until hope is weakened. But hear this truth clearly: no evil bird is immune to holy fire. Fire is the language of judgment in the spirit. Fire does not negotiate. Fire does not debate. Fire does not delay. When holy fire descends, monitoring stops, flying ends, assignments terminate, altars collapse, reports are silenced, wings are burnt, and whatever depended on that bird collapses with it. Today, the fire of God is not falling randomly. It is targeted. It is falling on watchers. It is falling on observers. It is falling on those assigned to follow your steps. It is falling on those assigned to block your next level. It is falling on those assigned to repeat your battles. It is falling on those assigned to announce your failures. It is falling on those assigned to sit on your blessings. There are people reading this who have felt spiritually watched. You feel resistance that does not match your effort. You sense opposition that has no physical explanation. You dream repeatedly of birds, shadows, pursuit, attacks, or strange figures. You notice sudden heaviness when you are close to breakthroughs. These are not random experiences. They are signs of spiritual interference. But today that interference ends. By the authority of God, every evil bird flying against your rising is identified, located, judged and destroyed by holy fire. The fire enters the airspace. The fire enters the monitoring zones. The fire enters the reporting centers. The fire enters the covens. The fire enters the altars. The fire enters the dream realm. The fire enters the spiritual routes used against you. Nothing escapes. Nothing hides. Nothing survives. From today onward, your rising will no longer be challenged by invisible resistance. Your progress will no longer be followed by sudden setbacks. Your joy will no longer be polluted by strange sorrow. Your doors will no longer open and close mysteriously. Your name will no longer be mentioned in evil meetings. Your picture will no longer be used in dark places. Your destiny will no longer be negotiated by forces you did not authorize. When evil birds fall, clarity returns. When evil birds fall, speed is restored. When evil birds fall, favor flows unhindered. When evil birds fall, peace replaces pressure. When evil birds fall, your star shines freely again. This is not symbolic. This is spiritual enforcement. Your life is entering a season where resistance reduces, results increase, and grace accelerates. What once took years will now take months. What once took months will now take days. What once took days will now take moments. Because the watchers are gone, the attackers are gone, and the blockers are gone. There are moments in destiny when rising becomes dangerous, not because rising is wrong, but because darkness reacts violently when light begins to ascend. Evil birds do not attack people who are stagnant. They attack people who are moving, evolving, advancing, and about to break limits. That is why some people experience their fiercest battles not at the beginning of life, but right before elevation. The closer you are to manifestation, the louder the resistance becomes. The stronger the opposition, the clearer the sign that something valuable is about to emerge. Evil birds specialize in timing. They wait until you are almost there. They wait until joy is near. They wait until celebration is within reach. Then they strike suddenly. Through discouragement, confusion, unexpected losses, character attacks, misunderstandings, fear, sickness, exhaustion, or spiritual heaviness. Their goal is not always to destroy you completely. Sometimes their aim is simply to wear you down, to make you doubt yourself, to delay you until momentum is lost. But today, heaven announces a reversal. Every evil bird that waited for your moment of joy to introduce sorrow falls by holy fire. Every evil bird that timed your breakthroughs for destruction falls by holy fire. Every evil bird that learned your seasons to sabotage your harvest falls by holy fire. There are evil birds that operate through voices that whisper fear, voices that replay past failures, voices that magnify mistakes, voices that tell you it will never work, voices that tell you to stop trying, voices that tell you to give up just before victory. These voices are not always your thoughts. They are spiritual broadcasts sent to weaken your resolve. But hear this clearly. When the bird is burnt, the voice is silenced. From today, every voice speaking limitation into your spirit is silenced permanently. Every voice predicting failure is muted. Every voice announcing delay is cut off. Every voice discouraging your faith is shut down. Holy fire does not only destroy external enemies, it cleanses internal spaces. It burns fear. It burns doubt. It burns heaviness. It burns confusion. It burns spiritual fatigue. It restores clarity, courage, confidence, and spiritual sharpness. Some evil birds do not attack openly. They hover. They stay just above your life, creating shadows. They block sunlight. They create an atmosphere where nothing flourishes fully. You try, but results are limited. You pray, but answers feel partial. You labor, but rewards seem delayed. This hovering presence creates stagnation without obvious cause. But today, every hovering power over your destiny is consumed. Every shadow over your rising is lifted. Every spiritual cloud blocking visibility is scattered. Every ceiling limiting your progress is shattered. Your destiny is not permitted to operate under shadows anymore. You are stepping into open skies. You are stepping into clear spiritual air. You are stepping into divine visibility. What was hidden will now be seen. What was delayed will now move. What was resisted will now flow. There are evil birds that specialize in exchange. They exchange blessings for burdens. They exchange joy for sorrow. They exchange favor for struggle. They exchange peace for chaos. They exchange opportunities for losses. These exchanges happen secretly, invisibly, often through spiritual manipulation. But fire reverses exchanges. Every evil exchange done against your destiny is reversed now. Every stolen opportunity is restored. Every diverted blessing is redirected back to you. Every delayed reward is released with speed. What the enemy meant for harm, God now turns for your good. Openly, visibly, and permanently. Some people under this assignment have noticed repeated patterns, similar disappointments, repeated betrayals, cycles that seem familiar, struggles that feel inherited. This is because some evil birds operate through generational roots. They fly from one generation to another, enforcing the same limitations, repeating the same outcomes, ensuring that no one rises beyond a certain level. But today, that lineage attack ends with you. You are the generation that breaks the cycle. You are the one they could not stop. You are the point where resistance failed. By holy fire, every generational bird assigned to limit your family line is destroyed. The chain is broken. The pattern is shattered. The ceiling is lifted. Your children will not inherit your battles. Your lineage will not repeat your struggles. Your story changes here. Fire also cleanses your spiritual environment. Some destinies are attacked because the environment around them has been polluted. Through negative words, repeated criticism, toxic relationships, or spiritual exposure, evil birds thrive in polluted atmospheres. But when fire comes, pollution cannot survive. From today, your environment is purified. Your spiritual atmosphere is cleansed. Your space is secured. Peace will replace tension. Favor will replace struggle. Clarity will replace confusion. Strength will replace weariness. Your rising will no longer require excessive effort. It will be assisted by grace. Now hear this final truth in this section. Evil birds fall loudly. Their destruction is not silent. Their fall is accompanied by evidence. You will see changes. You will feel shifts. You will notice sudden ease where struggle once lived. You will experience speed where delay once ruled. You will receive calls, messages, opportunities, and answers that prove something has changed. What could not move before will begin to move. What resisted before will now cooperate. What blocked before will now open. This is not imagination. This is spiritual consequence. There comes a moment in spiritual warfare when prayer is no longer a request. It becomes enforcement. This is that moment. This is the hour where heaven does not ask darkness to leave. Darkness is commanded to fall. Evil birds do not retreat politely. They are forcefully removed. They are struck down. They are consumed. They are erased from assignment and memory. Understand this truth clearly. No evil bird attacks randomly. Every one of them carries a mandate, a report, a mission, a time frame. They are sent to observe your habits, your weaknesses, your prayer life, your seasons, your emotional states. They look for openings. They wait for tired moments. They exploit silence. They capitalize on discouragement. But today, the intelligence they gathered becomes useless. Because the source of the intelligence is destroyed, every evil report written against your destiny is burned. Every monitoring record kept about your life is erased. Every demonic file opened in your name is closed permanently. The fire of God does not only destroy the messenger, it destroys the message. Whatever was planned based on the information gathered about you collapses. Whatever attack was scheduled loses direction. Whatever resistance was prepared becomes confused. From today, darkness will no longer know what to do with you. There are evil birds that operate through dream infiltration. They appear in symbolic forms: birds, shadows, flying creatures, animals, strange movements, sudden fear, repeated chases, or unsettling images. These dreams are not ordinary dreams. They are spiritual visits meant to intimidate, weaken, or pollute. But hear this clearly. Fire enters the dream realm now. From tonight onward, your dreams are purified. Every evil visitor in your dreams is arrested. Every spiritual intruder is expelled. Every nocturnal attack is terminated. Your sleep becomes peaceful. Your rest becomes restorative. Your nights become guarded. Your dreams become channels of clarity, not confusion. Darkness loses access. Some evil birds operate through human vessels. People who suddenly oppose you without reason, people who misunderstand you deliberately, people who resist your progress emotionally, spiritually, or socially. They smile but sabotage. They clap but curse. They pretend to support but secretly resist. These are not coincidences. They are carriers. But when fire falls, carriers lose capacity. From today, every human vessel used against your rising is neutralized. Their influence over your destiny expires. Their words lose power. Their access is revoked. You will notice sudden distance, sudden silence, sudden withdrawal, sudden irrelevance, not because you fought them, but because fire intervened. There are evil birds assigned to delay celebration. They allow you to labor, but prevent enjoyment. They let you work, but stop rest. They permit effort, but block reward. But today that cycle breaks. You will not labor without reward anymore. You will not sow without harvest anymore. You will not fight without victory anymore. The season of endless preparation without manifestation ends now. Your results begin to speak louder than your effort. Now hear this carefully. When evil birds fall, acceleration begins. What took long will shorten. What required struggle will require ease. What demanded tears will bring joy. Divine speed enters your destiny. Time lost is restored. Years wasted are redeemed. Opportunities delayed are compressed and released. You are stepping into compensated seasons, where God restores in bulk what was delayed in parts. Let this be established permanently. Your rising will not attract new resistance. Your elevation will not trigger new attacks. Your progress will not provoke fresh battles. Why? Because the airspace is cleared. The watchers are gone. The reporters are silenced. The attackers are consumed. From today you rise quietly but powerfully. You advance without announcement. You succeed without explanation. People will ask how it happened, but they will not know what fell into the spirit to make it possible. This is divine advantage. Now receive this sealing declaration. Your destiny is sealed against future monitoring. Your progress is sealed against future sabotage. Your name is sealed against future mention in evil places. Your star is sealed against future manipulation. The fire that fell today remains active. It does not expire. It does not cool down. It stands guard over your rising. This is the word of the Lord to you. You are no longer flying under attack. The skies above your life are open. The atmosphere around your destiny is clean. The resistance behind your delays has been judged. The force behind your struggles has been exposed and destroyed. From this moment forward, you rise freely. You rise boldly. You rise visibly. You rise without apology. What once followed you to stop, you will now follow you to watch you succeed. What once monitored you to sabotage, you will now witness your victory helplessly. The chapter of invisible resistance is closed. If this message reached you, it is because your season changed. If you received this word, it is because the battle ended. If you are reading this now, it is because your rising is approved. Welcome to a new chapter. A chapter without flying enemies, without hidden resistance, without invisible sabotage. Every evil bird flying against your rising has fallen down by holy fire, and they will never rise again.